Time for another stock review. This time we are talking VinFast Auto, ticker symbol VFS, another electric car company. So let's get straight into the review. In this review, you're going to see an unbiased review. I don't own the stocks. I only own the S&P. I'm not sponsored by anyone to say anything about these companies. I just provide the most honest, real information using the most advanced algorithmic software known to man, and that's what I'm going to share with you right now. So you can make an informed decision whether it's right to buy the stock. Tap the like button if you like this, subscribe and ring the bell if you do. I'd love your thoughts on this, and I'm going to share with you the profit and the loss, the balance sheet, the insolvency score, the solvency score rather. The profitability score, the inside trading, latest news, sentiment, the whole thing around the stock, intrinsic value, if we can provide one. I'm going to also give you a link for my software at the end so you can use it. Remember, I'm not paid by anyone. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I'm not even trying to gain subscribers on YouTube, but I am trying to build the credibility of being the most honest person on YouTube TV. That is what I'm doing, and that is my aim of building a TV show here. And I hope you'll enjoy this review. All right, let's go straight into it. What is VinFast Auto Limited? Let's start nice and basic, and as we go further on in the review, we'll get more and more detail. So, should you buy this stock? Can this stock make you any money? Is it going to print money? Let's get our heads down, let's think deep, and let's look at those charts and let's decide whether we can make money from VinFast. So let's start nice and basic. What is VinFast? Well, it is, we'll just zoom in here, make it nice and clear for you. VinFast Auto Ltd engages in designing, manufacturing electric vehicles. It offers electric scooters, e-scooters, and electric buses, e-buses. It provides a e-mobility ecosystem built around customers, community and connectivity alongside new vehicle rollout. The company was founded by Pham Nhat Vuong in June 2017. Now, I invite Vuong Nhat Pham on to my show. We have what's called Meet the CEO series here. I never message anyone. I don't spam anyone. I don't invite anyone on my show. However, my investors do, and you have an open invitation. Okay, so my Lucasades, that's what we call our army, they'll be on this video now when it comes out. I'm making this during a live video right now. They will be sharing it to the world. They'll be tagging it in your social media, and maybe even in emailing investor relations or yourself via your social media to get you onto the show. Why would you want to be on my show? Well, we rank higher than most of the mainstream networks now for certain stocks because we are honest and open. No one sponsors anything here. If you want to share your story, if it's good news, I'll share the good news. If it's bad news, I'll share the bad news. That's it. But if you want to publicize your stock, talk to me so investors can learn more about your company. I'm sure it's a great story and a great company. You're going to want to share that with me here. Please do contact me or reply to my army who will message you and invite you on the show. Lovely to have you here. It's headquartered in Vietnam. The listed name is VFS, VinFast, and there we go. Founded in 2017 over there in Vietnam. Wonderful. Employees, three people work at this company. Well, that's something. I've never seen an electric vehicle company with 3 employees. Further update to my review earlier from VinFast Auto. One of my members got onto the case and found out. Trading 212 says VinFast Auto has 13,700 employees. That kind of makes sense, right? So there we go. Full update there. We have 13,700 employees. Thank you, Brickmark, for sending that in. Wow. I've never seen that before. Let's dig into this. 3 employees working. That can't be right. Can it? Can that be right? Well, that's what it says. Anyway, I can't imagine that can be right, but we'll continue researching. This is just our basic start at the moment. We'll go into some deeper numbers in a minute. Maintenance requirements regarded as fairly risky if you use margin. 1.71 million is the average volume. Today is 274. No dividends, just a growth stock at the moment. 52-week low, $4.59, so it is a penny stock. 52-week high, $93. So no concern with reverse splits at the moment, but it is a penny stock nevertheless. 12.3 billion market cap. I'm sure that can't be 3 employees. Sure, that can't be right. Anyway, price earnings ratio negative 1674. So the stock loses money at the moment. As you can see, it's losing money, but it's going sideways on the earnings, not really up or down, just going sideways. The earnings is available in 2 days' time. We never know. We might report it if I get enough engagement with this video. Might report the earnings. Who knows? Who are we in bed with? I'm just checking any more information there. No, nothing else there. Who are we in bed with? In other words, who are we investing with? Rivian, Lucid, awful. One of the best cars, if not the best car, but the worst CEO in the world, the worst run company in the world. The CEO takes $500 million in wages when every car loses $500,000. I don't know how he gets away with it, but the board seem to think it's okay. Nikola on its arse as well at 74 cents down. Fisker, 54 cents also at the bottom. Mullen, oh dear. Mullen, the worst scam stock in the history of the stock market, run by Dave Mitchery, who does this multiple times, takes companies public and then just destroys them. I don't know what that's about. Well, you can come to your own conclusions. C3 AI, great AI company, however, massively overbought. I took profit from that a long time ago. Okay, let's go and look now at the website and see what we've got. Let's go and have a look and we'll see a bit more whether you should buy this stock or not. What do you think? Well, how does it compare? How does it compare to Tesla? People often like to compare it to Tesla. Of course, the Tesla is not about the cars. It's about the machine that built the machine. That's essentially what we're talking about there. But let's go into the cars now, into the website itself and have a closer look. This is the website, built in Vietnam. There you go. Looks a little bit like a Fisker, if I may say, or at least some of their models anyway. What do you think? Do you agree with me? It's got 4 wheels and windows. I'm just saying. That's a joke, by the way. Okay, let's scroll down. It does look a bit like a Fisker, doesn't it? In the presentation as well. Anyway, scrolling on down. Nice, clean website. Okay, VinFast experience. Just to get a little bit of flavor. What have they been doing recently? What's the latest news? Well, this also looks a bit like Fisker. Getting a lot of this information about going to motor shows. Just recently, a couple of weeks ago, they were in Las Vegas. I think Fisker were there too. So they're doing the same things. Let's go to a motor show. Well, of course, it's a good idea, right? I don't know if Tesla's done that. Has Tesla ever gone to a motor show? A motor show. Maybe someone would let me know. I've never heard about them going to a motor show. Anyway, the most recent one was Las Vegas, January the 31st, announced its participation in the National Automobile Dealers Association, NADA, one of the largest and most reputable dealer associations in the US, held February the 1st to the 4th, 2024. The event makes a significant step for VinFast towards expanding its cooperation opportunities in car dealership within the US market. Okay, no further news. I've been looking for sort of breaking news around the stock. Not a great deal. So now let's go and look at the numbers now, because at the end of the day, if the numbers don't stack up, none of this makes any sense and you can't make any money anyway. So anyway, can you make money from this stock? Well, we're going to look at the numbers right now and ascertain whether you can or whether you can't. Have you tapped the like button so far? Do you like it so far? Rubbish. All right, tap the like button or the down like. I don't mind what you do, just engage. If you like the channel, you'll be shown more. If you don't like the content and you tap down like, you won't ever see me again. That's how it works. I don't mind what you do. I'm just trying to grow the best channel, not the most subscribers. Okay, let's have a look. Overvaluation, 59%. Overvalued. At the moment, it's on paper, it says it's worth $2.23, the base case. What's the intrinsic value? You might want to pause the video and take a closer look at what intrinsic value is. I'm not going to go through it on this video, but you might want to pause at this point. Have I paused? Are you reading it? Okay, you paused me, you read it, good. Now then, the overvaluation says it's overvalued. Sorry, it says it's overvalued by 59% on the base case. The worst case, 66%. The best case, 49%. However, the intrinsic value is unreliable because it's based only on multiples and doesn't use DCF valuation. So we need to know that is not accurate, and that can go from a good side to the bad side, but it's not accurate enough. Some people will look at that and go, it's too expensive or it's too cheap or whatever, and they'll make that assumption. We'll just run in real time a back test. Let me run it through the software. Back test unavailable, not enough information. Fundamentals, not enough information to make a really good financial decision here. Revenue is up 29%. That's good, but no history, no projections, nothing at all. You are purely in the dark if you're buying this stock at the moment. Bit of a guess, but anyway. Operating income is up 2%. Net income is down 7%. Free cash flow is down 17%. Capital expenditure is down 10%. And operating cash flow is down 35%. Okay. What about this? Now then, we need to be clear. We learnt this the other day. Very, very important. The stock price is in dollars because it's on the New York Stock Exchange. However, when we get down to the balance sheet and we see trillion, 125 trillion, you need to remember this will be in Vietnamese currency. So it doesn't really matter. I'm not interested in how that equates right now to dollars. You can do your own equations. But the point is, we've got 125 trillion Vietnam currency. Okay. But we've got 267 in liabilities. That's an upside down balance sheet. That's not a good balance sheet either. It's not a good balance sheet at all. Out of 125, we have 3.2 in cash. Okay, so we have some cash, but look at our liabilities, 267. 267, a long-term debt is 45. Now, don't confuse this with trillion. This is trillion, but it's 267 trillion Vietnamese currency. Okay, this is not US dollars. Otherwise, it would be the biggest company in the world. Clearly, it's not. Okay, so just be clear on that. Long-term debt is at 17% of our liabilities. So it's not the biggest part of our liabilities, however, but the liabilities are double the size of the assets. So this is not a good balance sheet. There's not a lot of cash sitting around. There's long-term debt, and the liabilities are around double, in fact, more than double our assets. So that's not a good balance sheet. It's upside down. That's what I like to call it. Efficiency of the company, but this is normal. It's a new company. Bit unsure though with 3 employees though. I'm trying to sort of dig deeper on that, but so far the information is 3 employees. It can't possibly be 3, can it? How can you make cars with 3 people that work there? I mean, who's going to make the tea? All right, they'll all be busy putting the cars together. Anyway, gross margin negative 56%. Efficiency, operating margin negative 186%. I think you get the idea. The only thing that's positive is ROE, 46%. Other than that, all negative. Fundamental score, 31. Profitability score. Well, we don't know what the numbers are right at the moment. So maybe it sold 1 car and it's made some money on it. I don't know. 31% is profitability, which sounds quite good. But again, if you've only sold 1 car and you're not investing anything, maybe you can have a high profitability. I mean, my profit is great because it's just me, right? I'm a small channel on TV, but There's no expenses. It's just me. So my profitability is 100%. That doesn't mean to say you're a booming business, right? I'm hardly booming, but we're getting there, right? Solvency score is 33%. Solvency score is 33%. So it's not going bust anytime soon, but we do have a negativity for all of these metrics: positive net debt, long-term solvency, and short-term solvency. It's only low DE ratio that is good. All right. Anyway, so what do Wall Street make of this? There's very little information. This is not a full review. I can't provide that much information, I'm afraid. We've got 87% upside. We've got a 29% upside on the worst case scenario and 131% upside on the best case scenario. So Wall Street kind of like it, potentially over the next 12 months. It can make some money from here. But what do you think? What do you think? It's down 52% from its inception. Anyway, let's move on down. We've got no short interest showing. Remember, it's updated monthly. Nothing at all showing at the moment. I don't think anyone's really covering the stock. How much information do we have? We have a little bit of information. A week ago, CNBC had something to say. Let's see what they had to say on this stock. Let's have a quick look here.
When Vingroup decided to create VinFast, we saw great opportunities ahead of us. We saw that the automotive industry is shifting, like a structural shift from internal combustion engine to EVs. We see that there's an opportunity for a company from Vietnam to be able to be a significant global player. And we wanted that opportunity to create a global brand out of Vietnam, as well as creating a new industry for the country. So we started with the goal to become one of the global EV player. But we had to go the long way to get there faster, because we couldn't learn how to make EVs at that point in time, because EV is still in early days. So we decided to learn how to make good internal combustion engine vehicles before shifting into EVs. So we started making the first, we rolled out the first 3 internal combustion engine vehicles on June 14, 2019. In January 2022, at CES, we announced that we're going to switch from internal combustion engine vehicles to EVs. And by the summer that year, we completely stopped making internal combustion engine vehicles, and we 100% EV company today.
Whoops. Got a little bit of audio there. Got to be careful of the copyright. So there you go. There's a little bit from the CEO just a week ago. We've got another bit here I want to listen to. Let's have a quick listen here.
Who happens to lead a company in a predominantly male industry. How difficult, odd, challenging, uncomfortable has it been for you to assume this role? Because when people think of a car company, an electric car company, people don't automatically assume that a woman actually runs it, for instance. Did you find it a bit challenging?
I don't think that's really important. I don't know why people focus on that, whether it's a male or female CEO. Don't see that's interesting at all. I mean, it doesn't make a difference to me. Whoever runs the company, male, female, any race, it doesn't matter. I don't know why people always ask that. It's of no interest to me at all. Just the right person doing the right job. The last 90 days, positive news, 52%. 52% over the last 90 days. Last 30 days, 42%. Last 7 days, no news. And today, no news. Very little news on this. So I would imagine we'll rank number 1 on this very, very quickly. I've not been able to find out how many employees they've got through all our software. I'm sure 3, because they've even built cars. So, I mean, you can't possibly build cars and run a company with 3 employees. That makes no sense at all. But anyway, let me scroll down. There's no more information there. So there we go. Very limited information. I don't know if this is a buy at all. I can't I can't make any assumption whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say it's one to watch. We do want to look for EVs. That is the future, no doubt about it. And it's a new player from Vietnam. Very, very interested. But there's not enough information here. Very sketchy, very limited. But I would love to hear from the CEO, whether you'd like to call me and be on my show. Either contact me yourself or respond to my viewers who will contact you, or you will see my review posted on your social media. I'm sure you'll see it. I will never reach out because I don't believe in selling myself to anyone. People like what I do and they come to me, and that's how we do things. I'd love to have you on the show. We have a whole Meet the CEO series. So maybe I can learn from you and see what the company's all about. And maybe you could let me know how many employees you actually have. Anyway, there is VinFast today. Do you like the review? Click above my head for all the links. You can use all my my social media. And if you want to use the software that I use as well, Alpha Spread, it's the most advanced algorithmic software. Click above my head for that. Down below in the description, you'll find it. And all my other reviews will be down here. Go and check them out. So what do you think? Leave me your thoughts and comments below. I will reply to all of my members. Until next time, as always, for now, I'm going to call it need more information. I'm making no judgment on it at all. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other.